Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to 2021. What the heck? We're here. We finally made it through 2020. I feel like I don't want to take a sigh of relief yet because obviously there are still a lot of things wrong in the world right now. But at the same time, I really want to make this year a more positive year, especially just, for myself, and because the end of last year was really hard just in general, and I'm ready for 2021 and to really focus on positivity and self-help and self-care, and I'm ready for 2021. So just let's bring it on. Let's go. Let's just dive right in. So, in theme of 2021, today's video is all about my project pan for 2021. If you guys followed me last time, I talked about, back in April, I created a project pan for 2020, and I did, my last video was a 2020 wrap up, and I kind of talked about how I did with my project pan, and I definitely didn't do terrible for my first ever project pan, but I definitely did not do great either. So I'm starting this one right and early in the beginning of 2021, and I'm determined. I'm gonna write all these products down, and I'm going to put them on my makeup vanity when I get back to school, and I'm gonna have them in front of me at all times so that I remember, Kelsey, use these. So I have all of them laid out in front of me. There is one that is not here, but I'll talk about that when we get there. Yeah, let's just go ahead and dive right in. If you're wondering what this face of makeup is and what these lashes are, these lashes specifically, because you guys know I don't wear lashes super often, and so when I wear them I like to talk about them. These are the donut lashes from Glam Light. Oh my god. Yeah, the donut lashes from Glam Light. I got the Glam Light Chocolate Factory box from the holiday collection, and I'm really excited about it. And y'all, let me tell you, putting these on was a struggle and a half, but we got there. But this makeup, I did film this makeup look, and that will be going up as my video on Thursday, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into the project pan. So I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 16 products in total in my project pan, and yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and go right in. So I have it laid out in the order of how I do my makeup. Obviously some people do their makeup in a different order. This is just how I do it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is actually the one that is not here, and if you saw my project pan wrap up, aka my 2020 makeup wrap up, you know what it is. It is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe original palette. That was one that was in my project pan 2020, and I definitely did not make a lot of progress on, but it is one of, if not the oldest palette in my collection, so other than the other one that's right in front of me. And so I really want to take some time and try and use that, use it up, hit pan on a few more shades, because it is definitely nearing the end of its time, and I just don't feel like I should use it after this year. Like I would buy another one because I love the palette and I think it's really great. So I would probably buy like just a new one. But this palette specifically, since I got it right at the beginning, the second launch, I believe, it's old and should be used up. So that is product number 1. Product number 2 is my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3 palette. Now you guys see me use this in most of my videos because I often use it as a mirror, although I really need to clean the mirror. But if you haven't seen the inside, this is what it looks like. I was really excited about it when I got it because I got it in this like really cute just like bundle. It was this and a lipstick and one of the setting sprays and something else I don't remember. And I was really excited about it because I remember seeing all like the Rainforest of the Sea collection come out, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. And then I opened it up and it had one matte in it, and I was like, oh, okay, not what I was expecting. So I really don't use this eyeshadow palette as an eyeshadow palette too much. It's all shimmers. So my goal for this one is to really First of all, if I do use it, I 9 times out of 10 use the shade Treasure, which is right here, and I use it as a brow bone and inner corner highlight. So my goal for this is to hit pan on the matte shade right here, because it's a pretty good like setting shade for my eyes. But also is to kind of branch out and actually use the other shades in this palette as brow bone and inner corner highlights or shimmer shades on the lid, and just at least hit pan on this guy, because I feel bad that I don't really use it as an eyeshadow palette. It's just not great, in my opinion. It's not overly, the matte shade is barely pigmented at all, and yeah, I love shimmer shades. I think they're great, and the formula of them is really important to me, but I like more matte geared palettes as opposed to shimmer palettes. So that is my goal for this one. This next one, it's kind of a lot of products, but I wrapped them just into one thing. I want to use up most of my Super Shock shadows. I mean, you can see here, I have quite a few of them. There's 2 of them in here that are not actually ColourPop, but they're in the same packaging, so I keep them together. But these Super Shock shadows, other than the Raw Beauty Christie ones, which are the green ones here that you see on top, all of these I've had for like a year, and oddly enough, they are not overly dried out. Like, they're still usable as Super Shock shadows, but I'm so obsessed with palettes that I barely use these, but I don't have the heart to get rid of them because Super Shock shadows were the first thing that I tried from ColourPop. So I really want to try and use these more this year. I don't necessarily imagine myself hitting pan on any of them unless I break them physically. But I definitely want to just use them more this year. So, and last but not least, for eyeshadow, I have the Urban Decay Naked palettes. Now this one I've had for about 2 years, and they do not make this anymore. I don't think they even sell this anymore. But I want to use it up. You know, I don't use this very often because I'm more of a warm toned girl, and this is definitely more on the cooler side. If you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. Super pretty. I mean, I love neutrals. You guys know ColourPop Bare Necessities is my favorite palette. It's my favorite neutral palette. It's great. So I just want to use this up and try and incorporate a few more cool tones into my look. And because this is such an old palette, I want to, again, use it up. I don't know how much longer it's going to be safe to use on my eyes. I'm always going to keep the packaging for sentimental value, especially because they don't make it or sell it anymore. But I do want to start using it up. The next product that I want to use up is my Pacifica Natural Beauty Dream Big Mascara. I have this terrible habit of getting new mascaras like in BoxyCharm or something to try and opening them, and then I don't use them for a little bit. So I really need to get better about just using like 1 or 2 mascaras at a time. So this one I got for my birthday this past year in 2020, but mascaras only have like a 6-month shelf life, so I'm already technically past that. I've been using this almost every day, and I really want to use it up before I go out and try and or buy more mascaras, because yeah, I open too many of them and then I don't use them, and then they dry out or they go bad, and it's not safe. So I want to try and use this guy up. So next I have the ColourPop. Technically this order right here is, we're gonna change the order here. Hold up. So the next product that I have is the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. I got this in either an Ipsy or a BoxyCharm, and it's just one of those, I don't use this face oil all that much anymore. So I kind of like found it in my everyday makeup bag, and I was like, I don't know why this is in my everyday makeup bag anymore because I barely use it. But as you can see, I have made a fairly decent dent in it, so I want to go ahead and use this up. I've just been so obsessed with like serums and stuff like that recently that I've just haven't been using this. So yeah, I want to use this guy up, get it out of my bag, and yeah. So next I have the Benefit Porefessional Primer. This is the just regular Porefessional. I think they have like a more hydrating one now, but this is just the original. Don't remember where I got this one. But again, this was one that I had in my everyday makeup bag, and I was like, I don't know why, because if you know me, you know I don't wear face makeup a whole lot. So I'm like, I don't know why this is in here, because I already have a primer in here and I really don't need it. But I did use it the other day, just, you know, because I could. I just felt like putting on face makeup, and I was like, wow, this primer is really good. So I decided that I want to use it up this year and, try it out and maybe get like, wear some more face makeup in general and just, try exploring that realm of makeup a little bit more because face makeup is not my thing normally. So yeah, we'll go ahead and use that up, get it out of my everyday makeup bag. You know. Next, I have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. This again kind of goes along with I want to use a little bit more face makeup in 2020, not because I want to cover anything up, but just I want to get more comfortable in the realm of face makeup. And again, in my everyday makeup bag, this is typically if I wear face makeup, this is what I wear. This is in the shade Light 8N. It is a hair dark for me right now. It is what I have on right now, and I feel like you can't tell too much that it's a hair dark, but it is a hair dark for my winter skin. But I really like it. It is light to medium coverage. It blends really easily. I like using my hands to apply it personally. And again, I've made a relatively sizable dent in it, so I want to go ahead and try that up and then, or try to use it up and then try more tinted moisturizers versus foundations versus CC creams and all that fun stuff. So we have that. Next, we have another ColourPop product. We have the ColourPop No Filter Loose Setting Powder. And the reason I have this one in here is, again, because it is in my everyday makeup bag, and since I'm going to be trying all of these face products more, I need something to set them with. And I already have another loose setting powder that I know that I like better, which is the Becca, I think it's like Hydra Mist setting powder. I love that one. I probably should use that one up too, but I want to use this one up first, and I like that one better, so I'd rather keep that in my collection for a little bit. So, and this does set down the ColourPop Tinted Moisturizer really, really nicely. It doesn't look super cakey or anything like that. It just gives a nice natural finish to the skin. So I figured it would pair well with the tinted moisturizer. Next, I have the Rach Loves and Pixie Layers Highlighting Palette. I love this palette. I think it is really, really good. I love all the shades. We have the shades Lace, Zipper, Knit, Tea, and Clutch. So Clutch is a little bit more of like an icy champagne, and this one's more of like a golden champagne. Then you have a bronzy one. You have like this really fun like purple reflux, and then you have one that's almost like straight up like icy. It is like glitter. It's really cute. So I think this palette is amazing. I like the formula. All of the colors are really pigmented, and I think there's a really fun variety. But I don't know, I felt like I haven't used this in a while, and I want to start incorporating it more into every day, so I wanted to go ahead and use it up. And I know that I can find it at Target if I do use it up and I need to buy another one. I know that I can find it. So yeah. And I love Rach Loves, and I want to support her by using her palette more often, because I bought it and I was so excited about it, and then I got other highlighting palettes and I put it down. I'm like, no, I need to use this again. Rachel needs me to use this again. So I only have 6 products left. So we're going to go in with lip liner. So the lip liner that I want to use up is the Mellow Lip Liner in the shade Adria. This just isn't my favorite lip liner. Like, it's okay, but it's a little more pink than I was expecting. I was expecting a bit more of a berry tone. And lip liner is something that I don't use a whole lot. I've been getting into it more often, but it's just not my favorite shade. So I'd kind of like to use it up and get it out of my collection, because I just don't think I need it. And then next I have these 2 MAC lipsticks here. I know a lot of people don't tend to wear MAC anymore. First of all, their releases haven't been exciting, which is unfortunate. Don't even get me started on their Sims release, because I will just go into a whole rant. There's videos made about it. Don't do it. But they also are a brand that tests on animals. So I know that a lot of people don't use them, and to be honest, I really haven't used them in a long time other than the products that I already own. And because I already own them, I really want to use them up. So they're just one of those I'll buy once a year, if that, and I'll buy like 1 product. So but these are the shades Verve and the shade Velvet Teddy. Obviously, I'm very low on both of them. That was Verve, and then this one's Velvet Teddy. This one honestly probably only has like a month left of uses in it. It's so close to being done. But these are, Verve is definitely more of like a brownie nude shade, and this one is a lighter nude. I like to wear these 2 together. It gives like this really cool, like slightly gray toned brown lip. It's really nice. So I'm going to try and use those up since they're so low and they're taking up space in my everyday makeup bag. And again, I don't use MAC all that much anymore, especially because they test on animals, so I want to rid them of my collection. Next, I also have the Bite Beauty Lip Crayon in the shade Nanino. This is what it looks like. I believe this was in my last project pan. This was in Project Pan 2020, so this was another follow-up from that video. I definitely want to use this up. It's a pretty shade. It's just a little too purple tone for me, so I'd like to use it up and get out of my collection because it's just not a shade that I wear all that often. So this one's probably going to cause some conflict, and I'm sorry, but the next product that I want to use up is the Jaclyn Hill lipstick in Ambition. Now, if you guys have been with me for a while, I'm pretty sure I've said my opinions on this a lot of times. Obviously, Jaclyn's launch did not go as planned, and a lot of people had issues with their lipsticks. I did get a refund for this lipstick because there were so many issues. I think everyone who purchased did. I'm still a loyal follower of Jaclyn Hill. I think, could it have been handled better? Absolutely, sure. But I think she also probably learned a lot from that launch. And I still follow her, and I think she's really fun. I personally did not have any problem with my lipstick, so I've been using it. So my goal is to use it up in 2020. This is how much I have left. Especially in the fall winter time, I love to use this shade. So I'm of course going to keep the packaging and everything when I'm done with it, but I do want to use up this shade just because I've been getting low on it, and I also know that it's not one that a lot of people like to see on camera because it was so controversial. So I kind of want it out of my collection, but I also love the shade, so I want to use it out of my collection. And the last product that I have is the INN Beauty Power Up Dual Face Setting Mist. I got this in like a FabFitFun or a BoxyCharm or Ipsy or something, I don't know. But it is a setting mist. It is in this bottle. I'm about halfway through it, if you guys can see. I don't know how much you guys can, but it's okay. I don't necessarily feel like it makes my makeup stay any longer than it would normally. But I don't know. The thing about it that I'm not super crazy about is just its scent is very odd. It's like it's trying to be citrus, but it's not. It's like a sour, acrid citrus. I don't know. It's not super great. It's definitely not my favorite scent. So I mostly just want it out of my collection so that I can stop smelling it. And again, I know that's something that like I could totally just throw it out, but I'm trying, since I have all these products, I'm trying to use them up. So as you can see, about half of my project pan is stuff that I really, really like and want to use up, and about half of it is stuff that I'm like, okay, I kind of want it out, but it's in my collection, so I want to do this the right way. So yeah, this is a pretty short video, but that is my project pan for 2021. I will try to do check-ins throughout the year. I'll take photos of what all of these look like right now. If I don't do any like quarterly check-ins, I will absolutely check in at the end of the year and we'll go over. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do a rolling project pan, so like if I actually do hit pan or finish up any of these, whether or not I'm going to put new products in. So I'll kind of think on that, and maybe if I do a quarterly check-in, I will let you guys know. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Look forward to some of the content that I have coming up. I'm really focusing, since I'm graduating this semester, on improving my content for my channel and improving my editing and everything like that. So I'm pretty excited about what I have coming to my channel this year, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to growth and positivity and all that fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everybody.